Conversion therapy has been in the news of late. Conversion therapy is a questionable psychological process meant to convert gay people into straight people. Many homosexual and heterosexual people alike are outraged over this practice. So these people are likely cheering the recent about-face of the Trudeau Liberals, who are now saying they're considering a change to the criminal code to ban the practice of conversion therapy nationwide. According to a letter signed by 2 Liberal cabinet ministers and an Alberta MP and sent to the provinces just last month, the federal government is now looking at ways to reform the criminal code in order to, quote, combat conversion therapy, end quote. Personally, from what I've read about conversion therapy, I am no fan. Look, if someone is indeed gay, why should that be a concern to anyone? Why this need to convert, especially given the dismal so-called success rate? Just like gay people live their lives as gay people and go about your own business. But here's the rub. If we're being told that the conversion of people is bad in terms of trying to make gay people straight, why is it that it's almost fashionable these days to cheer on males converting into females and vice versa, even when we are talking about male and female children who haven't reached puberty yet? No, when it comes to the transgender agenda, this sort of conversion is not reviled, rather it is embraced. And so it is, we have a constituency of men pretending to be women and women pretending to be men. But at the end of the day, you can take hormones and you can get your genitalia surgically sliced and diced, but Victor is still a dude and Victoria is still a chick, despite appearances. Yet, if you dare make use of science here, the same sort of science debunking gay to straight conversion therapy, well, guess what? You are labeled a transphobe, even if there is a link between transgendered people and mental illness. Case in point, writing in Crisis magazine in 2016, Elise Earhart made a connection between transgenderism and autism. Earhart, who is not transgender, has Asperger's syndrome, and typical among Asperger's girls in their adolescence, Earhart preferred the company of boys due to the bullying she experienced from other girls. Citing a social media campaign featuring the hashtag #AutisticTransPride, she understands why autistic adolescents believe they're transgender when in fact they are not. These adolescents are told they are a girl trapped in a boy's body or a boy trapped in a girl's body, and sadly, many parents buy into this completely unscientific hypothesis. As well, in a 2017 National Post column by Susan Bradley, Bradley notes the following, quote, "As a child psychiatrist with experience in both ASD and gender discomfort, I share Earhart's concern and can substantiate her claim. In her account, I see a familiar story of a youth with ASD who feels socially isolated and confused about sexual feelings as she moves into adolescence," end quote. Bradley believes irreversible medical intervention, such as hormones and surgery, should be postponed until there's certainty that the individuals are fully able to understand that there's no going back. After all, with the passage of time, such individuals might indeed change their minds. But Bradley notes trans activists would have the public believe anyone who expresses a wish to be the other gender should be allowed and even encouraged to do so. Politicians have actually translated such demands into law. Of course, the likes of Earhart and Bradley are being condemned as transphobic by the trans community due to their politically incorrect, albeit logical, viewpoints. But then again, Earhart and Bradley are basing their comments on science as opposed to feelings. Bottom line, if conversion therapy is wrong in trying to turn gay people into straight people and might even be made illegal, then how about the powers that be in charge of social engineering also condemn another sort of conversion, albeit an even more insidious one, namely this idea of having children, a disproportionate of whom are autistic, changing their sex simply because This is the flavor of the day phase they are going through. Indeed, isn't it perversely curious that this sort of very dangerous conversion therapy is downright fashionable in certain circles and is beyond criticism, because if you dare take a contrarian opinion, you are a hater. Shameful. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, if you like that video, please like and subscribe and never miss another Rebel video.